General David Cole had spent 3 decades in uniform, serving his country with distinction and rising through the ranks to become one of the most respected black generals in the U.S. military, known for his calm leadership in the toughest of battles and his relentless advocacy for soldiers long after they had hung up their uniforms. He had earned not only medals but also the deep admiration of his peers. On the day of the incident, General Cole was walking into a county courthouse to testify on behalf of a struggling veteran, an old sergeant, who had fallen on hard times. Cole saw it as his duty, not just as an officer, but as a man who never left his soldiers behind. Yet, what should have been a routine act of support quickly spiraled into an unforgettable clash. As he stepped through the courthouse doors in his crisp service uniform, a deputy sheriff eyed him suspiciously. The man's gaze hardened, and within moments he approached Cole with hostility. "You can't wear that uniform in here. Who are you trying to fool?" The deputy barked, accusing the general of impersonating an officer. Before Cole could properly explain, the deputy dismissed his words, grabbed his arm, and forced his hands into cold steel cuffs. Murmurs of disbelief filled the hallway as stunned onlookers pulled out their phones. A highly decorated general, someone who had commanded troops in war zones, was being dragged like a criminal in front of a crowd. The humiliation was sharp, but Cole's voice remained steady. He told the deputy to call Washington before making a mistake he'd regret. The officer sneered and ignored him, insisting he'd seen fakes before. What the deputy didn't realize was that the Pentagon had been tracking Cole's testimony schedule closely. When word reached military officials that one of their top generals was being detained and humiliated in a courthouse, calls began flooding in. Within minutes, Pentagon representatives, lawyers, and even senior officers were on the line with the sheriff's office, demanding Cole's immediate release. As the deputy prepared paperwork for charges, his phone rang, followed by the courthouse clerks, then his supervisors. The sheriff himself stormed in moments later, pale-faced after being told he had just cuffed a living legend. In a hushed panic, the cuffs were unlocked and apologies poured out. General Cole, calm but firm, looked the deputy in the eye and said, "Respect isn't given by the badge you wear, it's earned by the way you treat others." The courtroom erupted in applause as the veteran Cole had come to support stepped forward, tears in his eyes. The video of the general's arrest and release spread across social media within hours, sparking outrage.